We are anonymous.
Fresh off the heels of the One World Order meeting known as Bilderberg, the next social gathering of elite psychopaths is right around the corner, their annual Bohemian Grove campout where they will be drinking, taking part in occult rituals underneath the cold stone gaze of their Babylonian owl idol, the same symbolism found along with the square and compass when you view the US Capitol from the air. Yes, we are sure that's all just too unlikely coincidence. No, not really. For the medieval men, the owl also represented the Jews who have rejected Jesus Christ. The medieval bestiary Physiologus Latinus stresses this aspect of the Nycticerax, translated as night crow or owl. This bird represents the Jewish people who rejected Christ. When he came to save them, they said, "We have no king but Caesar, but as to this man, we know not who he is." On this account they love darkness more than light. The owl's symbolism with the occult and secret knowledge has a long history. Since the times of the Greeks and Romans, the owl, ruler of the night, was a guardian of the underworlds. An owl was always on the shoulder of Minerva and Athena, goddesses of wisdom and learning, symbolizing the occult knowledge of the pagan gods. The symbology of the owl has almost always represented evil omens, demons, illness, disease and death to many interrelated ancient cultures such as the Hittites, Sumerians, Egyptians, Ethiopians, Africans, Phoenicians, Hebrews, Greeks, Romans, Europeans, Arabs, Hindus, Indians, and Latinos. A nocturnal bird of prey that to them was not a symbol of wisdom, but a creature who disturbs their sleep and is the angel of death. The Egyptian name for the owl is Moloch or Moloch, represented by the letter symbolism of M, because its name began with M, and the eyes or horns of this secret deity looks just like the letter M. Even today an owl hides in the right-hand corner of the dollar bill, the same bill with the all-seeing eye. The dollar, a creation of the private Federal Reserve. Since the elite view themselves to be the wise rulers of the planet, maintaining and passing on the secret knowledge of the ancient deities, the owl became one of their symbols. Its unblinking large eye also represents the all-seeing eye that never closes. Because the owl's eyes seem to not move, it moves its neck to turns its head completely around to see, another sign of the occult sects, which, through their initiated, can see where normal men cannot. And, like the owl, the elite gather in secret, far from the light of day. Such secret gatherings like Bohemian Grove, where, it just so happens, there is their large owl idol. Those in attendance of the festivities at Bohemian Grove, festivities full of what they want you to believe as innocent ancient occult rituals and mock sacrifices by black and red hooded leaders of the free world. Leaders such as presidents, FBI heads, CIA directors, National Security Agency personnel, Federal Reserve dirtbags of enslavement, elite international banking cabal types, academia, Silicon Valley, scientific research, media corporations and everything in between has in the past to this very day been invited. Such secret gatherings with high security perimeters from not only the local sheriff's offices of California but also authorities from the FBI to the Secret Service. They offer your elected officials the secrecy they need to laugh, get drunk and be merry while they discuss matters that affect the future of your country, your freedoms, your liberties, the future of your children, not just for you, but the entire world. Such secret gatherings of some 2,000 high-profile leaders of the modern world along with intelligence agencies and private central banking alone, should give freedom-loving people everywhere warm fuzzy feelings inside, knowing their so-called elected government officials as well as their publicly perceived enemies along with whomever they wish to invite, We'll all be together July 10th through 28th taking part. You still think they work for you, or have your best interest at heart? Such beliefs are the epitome of arrogance born or ignorance brought on by lies, propaganda and silence. It's nothing new. It's been happening for well over 100 years right under your noses. We were under the impression that long ago, we decided that we were against secret societies, secret oaths, secret meetings and secret proceedings. We guess that died with the man that tried to stop it? No, it did not. Bohemian Grove has a saying, quote, "Weaving spiders come not here," end quote. Well, you elite psychopaths, we are going to have to be your huckleberry in that regard. To the point, we have devised Operation Weaving Spider. You may have seen our meme. In any event, we will be gathering all around Bohemian Grove July 10th through 28th in peace to protest your secret meetings, your plans for a one world order and your occult Babylonian practices and rituals. There are only a few thousand of you that have your corrupted talons in the veins of the world, holding it back, suppressing freedom and dropping it blind while enslaving its inhabitants, the citizens of every nation. Orchestrating economic collapses, false flag attacks, psychological propaganda against people, turning them against each other instead of you, where they should rightfully be. Financing both sides of war you have orchestrated since Napoleon and before the dust settled and the blood of the tyrants and patriots you used as mere tools ran dry. You stepped in with your fractional reserve banking systems, a scam placing invisible chains of slavery over entire countries and making its citizens not only slaves, but collateral. We will be there, peacefully protesting you and all you stand for, calling attention to all these things you keep quiet. We ask you, the people, to join us July 10th through 28th at Bohemian Grove. Bring your masks, your memes, and your heart. We do this because we love humanity. We wish to awaken it, so all can see. We won't get many more opportunities to make a difference. Soon speaking up will be censored out of existence and standing up will be illegal. So stand here and now, with us. Also, if you have drones with cameras attached, drones you don't mind the possibility of losing, bring them along to document the protest from the air. Remember, we are not vandals or hooligans. We do not call for, support or otherwise entice violence against anyone at any time for any reason. Our weapon is truth. Many of these men are your elected officials. They are not your rulers, you are their boss. It's high time you reclaim your authority over these psychopaths that have left your God-given rights, your culture, your country and indeed the world in complete disarray, dysfunction and chaos. How many more millions must die? How many more millions of starving children must die from war-torn countries orchestrated by them? They are about to start another war based on a lie with Iran. American media propaganda likes to throw all Muslims under one blanket. The fact is, however, Iran is mostly comprised of Shiite Muslims. Muslims who have been fighting against ISIS and Al-Qaeda terrorists. Terrorists groups who are mostly comprised of Sunni Muslims which follow Wahhabism. Saudi Arabia comprises of mostly Sunni, Wahhabist Muslims. So why is the United States government supporting a nation that financed 9/11, as well as groups like ISIS and Al-Qaeda? Why is Israel in lockstep with both the United States and Saudi Arabia against Iran? Again Iran, a country like Syria whom has been fighting terrorists groups the United States government says we are against? Do you not see? Can you not see? Those that control the United States and its government along with Israel and Saudi Arabia not only are involved in the worst terrorist attack on American soil but the deaths of thousands across the world such as Syria, Yemen, Sudan, Libya and the rest. It's time to wake up. Your government has failed you and it's these men, the string pullers behind the scenes that are responsible. If you're part of the sheriff's office or police department assigned to security duty July 10th through the 28th, We invite you to stand with us. We are not your enemy. The enemy is behind you, paying your departments for security. If you're in the Californian area or you wish to travel, we invite you to do so. Set up some social media events and meet us there. July 10th through the 28th at Bohemian Grove, address is as follows: 20601 Bohemian Avenue, Monte Rio, California. Be there, stand up and let your voice be heard. While it's still legal, share this everywhere, to every like-minded group, and re-upload it to your channels. Build groups around it, keeping in mind our tenets of peaceful protests with only knowledge as our weapon. Occupy Bohemian Grove. Operation Weaving Spider. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Bohemian Grove, expect us.
We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.